Increasing enrollment and rising costs have one Council Bluffs Elementary School on the chopping block. But parents of students at Crescent Elementary said tonight, not so fast. They took their opposition straight to the school board. Reporter Maya Sines spoke with parents who want to keep that school open. Maya.
Yep, Craig, not one parent who was at the meeting tonight said they're in favor of the school closing. Many of them said tonight they barely heard about the possibility of the school closing last month. And now they're in a time crunch to try and convince the school board to vote against the school closing. Community members and parents of Crescent Elementary School students asked the Council Bluffs Community School District board members Tuesday night to vote with their hearts and vote no in closing the elementary school of 85 students.
They love this school. We have so many different families that are so dedicated to this school.
In January, the school district sent parents a letter informing them of their recommendation to close the school at the end of the school year because of its falling enrollment numbers and combined classrooms.
At a time when we do not have any extra money and at a time that we're concerned about student achievement because of ongoing combination classrooms, since it's such a small school, we think the time to bring the recommendation to the board is now.
The district also says it would save an estimated $180,000 annually if the school closes. But parents like Sharon Omick say the closing would cost the community even more.
In fact, they do end up closing the Crescent School. There's going to be likely a lot of people that will leave the school district, and that'll cost $450,000. So you compare that short-term loss to $180,000 in savings, and it's not worth it.
But other parents like Sarah Warden, who lives across the street from the school and has had many family members attend the school, says she doesn't want the school to close because of the one-on-one education.
The biggest thing is it's small classrooms, it's intimate, it's good education. I joke with my husband, it's like sending your children to a private school in a public setting.
The reason why we live literally halfway between Crescent and Council Bluffs, and the reason we chose Crescent is because we wanted a smaller school for our son to have, more attention, maybe have a better education.
If the board votes to close the school, it will be the 5th school in the district to close in the last decade. Now, if the school does close, the students will be moved over to Lewis and Clark Elementary in Council Bluffs. The board is expected to make that decision in 2 weeks. Reporting live, Maya Sines, KMTV Action 3 News.